Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm kinda Stip and this is going to be part 83 of my Imperial campaign. We're playing as Egypt. And we only have 4 provinces remaining to conquer here, so we're getting pretty close to the end. And in the end of the last episode I did fight 2 Senate armies, which really did, I don't know if they have anything left really. They have the banged up remnants of this army led by Luca Virgilius. This is the man that got away last time, and this is the remnants of his army. And then in Rome itself, there really isn't much. There's 2 generals and then 2 units here, so not much left for Rome, or the Senate that is. For Capua here, led by the Scipii, they are training up some decent units, which, you know, it's tough, but their main forces are going to be down here in Sicily, in this army led by Tertius Upianus, and I think I'm going to be fighting him in this turn with my army here led by Alexander Kassaros, so he can storm the beaches and fight off that army. And I was tempted at the end of the last episode to kind of back up with this army because getting attacked by those 2 Senate armies did surprise me. I initially had kind of thought, okay, maybe they were hiding, and maybe so, but I do have, you know, spies everywhere, so that was a bit concerning. I think really what it comes down to, though, is just that the speed of those armies took me by surprise, because if I'm being honest with myself, I'm used to fighting here, you know, North Africa, where it takes forever to get from one place to another. That's even with Roman highways, and then being on Italy just kind of maybe caught me off guard. Another thing to keep in mind when I was trying to assess my performance, my army's performance against the Roman armies since, you know, invading Sicily and now Italy, is that I'm no longer getting that +3 attack that a lot of my units get for fighting in the desert. I know they don't get that, you know, up here in the coastal regions, which is, doesn't say it, okay. So, it doesn't say like desert, it says like wilderness or medium fertility. Okay, so it's talking, yeah, it's interesting. So like hills here, high mountains, but it won't say like desert. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Nope, this is a wilderness, okay. Anyway, so I was getting that +3 attack too, that I have in quite a few of my units. In fact, let me double check that. So, bonus fighting in deserts for my Pharaoh's Guard. Chariots, combat bonus in deserts for them. Nile Cav, combat bonus in deserts.
Sire.
And then Desert Cav, I'm sure they have combat bonus in deserts. Yes, they do. Yeah, Nubian Spears. Even the Slingers, yeah, even the Slingers. And then even the Skirmishers, Nile Spears. Yeah, it looks like the entire roster, really. Archers as well. Combat bonus in deserts, desert axes, same thing. Yeah, pretty much everyone. So that helps, obviously. And then in addition to that, I would say that there was a couple pretty epic battles here. I remember, I think, you know, here, that indicates by that side of the famous battle there. But I thought there was a few more that were pretty insane turnarounds for my army. And when I was editing those videos for those episodes, I kind of was thinking, gosh, it really felt like the Roman army, because they had smashed mine, just to remind y'all, in each of these battles that I'm referring to, they had smashed mine armies initially, but then I was kind of able to pick them off as the battle went along, and in part that kind of felt like that was because the Roman armies possibly kind of like just fatigued out, and they were losing morale due to their high fatigue, and I was able to kind of defeat them that way, whereas my army has kept their stamina up because they are more used to fighting in the deserts. Because there's more to it than what we see here. When you look in the game files, and you look at what units have for like this combat bonus, it's more than that. It's kind of like with the spear bonus, where you only see it if it's the +8 bonus versus cav for the dedicated spear units. But then there's like a light spear, which you do not see in the game at all. It's only in the game files because of +4 anti-cav bonus. It's kind of like that, where you will see the combat bonus in deserts for the Egyptians, and you see the combat bonus in woods and snow for the barbarians. But then there's a lot of other minuses and pluses, like advantages and disadvantages for certain units and certain terrain features that just doesn't show up here in the traits or the abilities in game itself. So there's probably more to that as well. However, with that being said, the Roman units, their post-Marian units, I think maybe all of them, do have that high stamina trait. Let me try to remind myself of what it's called. The good morale can't sap. Okay, Praetorians don't have it. Good morale can sap. I thought that they did. Yeah, good stamina. It's just called that. Okay. So the Praetorians don't have it. It's interesting. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Legionary Cav have it. I thought that the basic Legionaries have it. Yeah, they have it as well. Praetorians don't. Okay, that's a disadvantage for them. Makes sense. You know, that's the upper class rich kids basically hanging out in Rome, so they're not really doing any real training. So I get it. Anyway, so that kind of like explains, at least to myself, probably like why my armies aren't faring as well now that they're not in the deserts of North Africa. Okay, that's that. Now I'm thinking here, I'm kind of changing my mind, and I'm thinking, you know what? Fortune favors the bold, and also, like, is there really anything else here in Italy? Am I going to get surprised by another 2 armies just hopping out of nowhere? Because yeah, that did spook me in the end of the last episode, but I'm safe now, right? Like, there's no more bad guys? Like, it's looking clear, isn't it? It's looking like it's real clear up here, so yeah, just put you here, and yeah, I feel like, you know what, let's go back, let's siege Capua. Oh shit, my spies opened the gates for me as well. I don't think I want to do that, just because they got some pretty badass shit in there. I don't want to force my way through the gates defended by urban cohorts and Praetorians, and then 2 Legionary Cav. Now, okay, so there's 4 gates, and that's 3 units of heavy infantry, which would kind of makes it seem like there would be an open gate available. Could I rush an open gate and then grind against those units? I'm not really feeling that. Not really. I would rather either A, wait 10 turns, or B, actually B is probably option A, which is this heavy onager is going to get finished at the end of this turn, and then I can just move these 2 heavy onagers up, and yeah, we'll be attacking it in however long it takes. So 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 or 4 turns maybe, we will be attacking Capua with our heavy onagers, and I am more comfortable with that, honestly. Just, I would rather create an opening in the walls, and then whichever one of those units wants to stand in front of that opening, I can bomb them with my heavy onagers, do a lot of damage that way, and then just get in that way. Yeah, that seems much better. So let's do that, and as I said, I don't see a challenge. Now, it's one thing for the Senate to defend the other Roman settlements, but I wonder if, do the Julii and the Bruttii, do they really cross? You know, are they going to come to the defense of the Scipii? I wonder. I know they have like a military access. I know that that's not what would stop them. I just don't know if they prioritize that. Guess I'll find out. Yeah, so here I can fight this, and then, yeah, so the initial idea was to bring my faction leader's army, put him on a boat, and then bring him over to help out here in Italy. But now I'm wondering, you know what? I kind of want to, I mean, there's more of a threat here in Sicily than there is in Italy. So I might want to either have him A, reinforce this fight here, or B, just have him attack Messana, just to get it out of the way. And I kind of like that idea. Now my armies here in North Africa they're moving along here. I think I would need to get, let's get a couple chariot archers and a couple desert axes, and then that's going to be a full army ready to go. And then over here, this is actually the more contentious issue, which is that there's a lot of Bruttii armies on their way. Now I took one of their eagle standards, and yeah, that's causing me issues here. So I don't want these soldiers in this fort anymore, just because I would rather defend these large stone walls rather than a freaking fort. So can we relieve these guys? Can we get over here? And then can I get here? And then can I just attack out? And then not let the AI control my army there? And then just fight this and push these guys off? And then get all of my soldiers back to safety so that we can defend those walls. That would be my preferred outcome here. So yeah, let's just kind of post up and start the battle.
Now the enemy will know
And then
fear.
wait for my reinforcements to come on in.
Have come, and your strength grows.
Are these guys really going to stand
more.
around and fight? Because they are not strong enough. But then again, the Romans, I don't know. The Romans really do. They're tough. They know. They know how tough they are, so it seems like in many instances they do just kind of, you know, put up a fight when you'd expect them not to. No, it kind of looks like they're running away. Yeah, that's what that looks like. As soon as my army got a little bit closer to them, as soon as I got formed up, really, I was getting my armies grouped up. They just wanted to wait long enough for me to have to waste my time doing that before they're like, no, let's leave. It's like, oh, thanks. Guys couldn't have just done that before I spent a couple minutes getting my army grouped up. Thanks. So, except this unit. They look like they're stuck. Do they need help figuring things out? What is that unit? Oh, perfect. It's a unit of ballista. That's just what I need. That's just what I wanted to get rid of. Yeah, I don't know what they got stuck on. That was weird.
Run! Drive them from the battlefield!
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the pick. Get rid of those guys. And then, yeah, we'll just retreat back to our walls. Now, the idea here is this army was never supposed to be here in Greece in the first place. I'm confident that this army, even though it's kind of a lower tier army, just because of the Nile Spears and the Nubian Cav, I think that it can perfectly well defend large stone walls, even against all of that shit. Like, I still think it's fine. So I would rather just get this guy on a boat, and then these guys abandon that fort and just go hang out in Corinth. That's fine with me. And then have the armies break themselves up on Athens. Can they sneak? I guess they could sneak past Athens and get to Corinth if they wanted to.
Orders.
Shit. Do I need to hang out here? Damn. Yeah, I didn't really think of that. I don't know if they're going to be doing that, but no, they want Athens because Athens holds the Eagle standard. So they're going to be attracted to that, like, moths to a flame, right? Yeah, so let's go here. And this is that general that I was going to bring up. And he was going to be the governor of Athens, but now he's going to be the governor of Corinth, because why not? And if we can... Ooh, you only have 30 men. Okay, so... I would rather get you guys up, and then you can come back here, and then retrain you. And there we go. Yeah, then you can hop on those boats and then go west, and that's just going to be fine. Yeah, because we might be good over here in Italy and Sicily. It's going to be a little close. But having enough extra army on the way as insurance would be nice as well. I don't think my Egyptian armies nor my Syrian armies are going to make it in time. I still have the plague here in Alexandria, so I can't retrain these units yet. There's no point until this plague burns itself out. And then here as well, I'm just a few turns away from having these armies full up, and yeah, we're just not there yet. So, which is too bad, but that's okay. That's okay. We're making good progress here. So this army can hop on shore. Let's just go. I guess we could go here. So there's peltests available to hire. I was wondering if I wanted to bring this guy ashore just so I could hire some mercenaries, but that one needed a peltest isn't really the game changer that I was hoping it would be. And then the cav could get there, but the infantry could not. So let's just go in. Ooh, shit, that's not very good odds. That's not very good odds, but I don't know. I mean, is it really that bad? 2 full strength units of Urbans, and then 2 full strength units of Praetorian Cav, early legionaries, heavy onagers. So another Urban. So that's 3 full strength Urbans. That's 2 full strength early legionaries. Some auxilia, Praetorians. The general's decent. 3-star general. And then the reinforcements, yeah, 2 more Urbans, Archer Auxilia, Legionary Cohort, and a 3-star General. So yeah, all in all, not bad, but 3 to 4 strength ratio, I don't know, I feel like feel okay, although shit, my guys, ooh, I thought you were better. 1-star General. Okay, plus 2 to General's hit points. He has that going for him. I don't really want to rush my faction. Maybe I could withdraw. Maybe that would be better. And then just attack in full strength with my faction leader's army and Alexander Kasparos's army. So can you actually get away? Not really? Okay, so you might be screwed. I mean, you can always withdraw. If they attack in the next turn, you can't always withdraw. Can I get you back on boats? No. Nope, you can't. You're in the army's control zone, so you can't move. Okie dokie then. Well, I can still get... So there's this guy. Get you on shore. Let's get these guys out to here. And then you hang out in here, just to keep it happy. Yeah, that's fine. And then peasants, you can hang out in there as well. Alright, and then assassin. Can you kill this guy? 24% chance is not that high of a chance. But it's even lower for him.
Death stalks him.
Nope, assassin died. Darn it. Slain by bodyguards. Okay then, so if he attacks, I'd probably just retreat or withdraw from that and then try to attack, 2v1 or 2v2 or whatever it turns out to be. So yeah, that's what we're gonna aim for there. Over here, let's go after these boats. And it looks like we can keep attacking. Perfect.
Ships ready. Aye, my lord. Ships ready.
Just what we want. Try to sink those boats. Yeah, get rid of all these freaking... There's so many Scipia boats. Just everywhere. I am ready to end this turn here, and I am very much expecting to get attacked here, so... Let's go ahead and end it. And, oh yeah, let's also see... Oh yeah, the Julia are sending forces down. Okay, wow. Yeah, they're doing it. So, Berenike has been betrothed to Nectanebo Auletes, confident commander, 27 years old. Yeah, sure, why not? Join the family, bud. And settlement besieged, Athens. Yeah, no surprise there. And 19 grand in the treasury, not a lot of money. Faction announcements. What do we have here? Retinue expands for Necronc, Philopater, Torture. Yeah, +2 to public security, +1 to unrest, +3 to law. And that's for you here in Rhodes. Yeah, law's good. Although that's my capital, right? Yeah, so I don't need law there really. He could be moved somewhere else, perhaps. And the same man got the Orator, which is that's a good one, yeah. Which I get from the Greek building. Is it the is it the Odium? Is that what it's called? But yeah, that building's this is a good one. Yeah, +2 to influence, +1 to command. That's something to keep an eye out for in future campaigns. If I'm conquering Greek territory, probably want to keep that building despite the culture penalty, just because that is a good retinue. So, what else do we have here? Torture, yes. Siege engineer, +1 command when assaulting walls. Who is this for? Athens. Okay, probably not the best place for that because you're not going to be assaulting any walls. And then quartermaster for Leptis Magda. Again, not that useful. Siege engineer for Meyer Casseros. Where are you? Pergamum? Yeah, again. Probably not going to get you anywhere near any... Is there any Does anyone have siege engineer who's attacking walls actually? That'd be nice. No, it looks like that's not going to be the case. Nope, not going to get that lucky. Unfortunately. And where are you? Okay, so you're also on roads. Man, roads is just popping out kids left and right. Okay, so we're going to have to sally out to get rid of this army here. Looks like a lot of infantry, 2 generals, okay. But yeah, mostly infantry, and then I don't know what those 4 mystery units are. They might be cav or archers, but I kind of doubt it. But yeah, we'll have to sally out, which is, you know, it's annoying, but that's what you have to do to hold the tide, because if we lose Athens, we're going to have to take somewhere else, which is, that would be annoying for sure. And yeah, the Julia are amassing their forces. Damn. All right, so yeah, they're coming to the rescue. They're bros. Damn. Okay. Or they're just trying to defend their lands too. You know, but that's not what it looks like.
Orders.
No, that's not what that looks like. All right, so how long would it take for these heavy onagers to get up there? So 2 turns? It looks like it would take 2 turns, but shit. Okay, so just be out of range of that unit or that small little army. Oh, okay, damn, I don't.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so the door's open. Okay, the doors are open and I have 3 siege towers. I think I have to go for it. That's what I think. Yeah, I think I have to go for it and then try to take Capua. With 3 siege towers and the doors open, I should be able to find a way in and then create firing lanes for my archers to, you know, do most of the damage ideally against those units. It's gonna be grindy though. It's gonna be tough. Not being able to use my chariots effectively in the city against those heavy infantry. It's just the 3 units, so I guess there is that. But yeah, still, it's gonna be tough. And they did not attack down here, so that's interesting. I guess, I mean, my faction leader's army was hidden. So maybe they just didn't think it was necessary to press the attack because they didn't see him. But it's interesting that they didn't attack this army because, you know, with that garrison there, that would have been in their advantage, I think. But now we can go on in and get a 2v1. Damn, my faction leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 command stars. Holy shit. And does he, yeah, what else does he have? I haven't taken a look at him in a while. Let's see, does he have anything? Nice, optimistic, +2 morale. That's very good. Jesus. Anything else that gives morale bonuses? Okay, good attacker, so +2 command when attacking. And another +1 morale for being untouched by fear. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And then yeah, you're not great. But 2v1, this should go okay. So I'm gonna let the AI control that army. And then if we win this, Syracuse should be left wide open for us. We would have to still siege it, I imagine. But it's going to make that attack much easier if we can do a lot of damage to these forces here. So let's go on in. We have ourselves a nice flat plain with a little bit of forest in front of us, but we can clear that forest. I think my reinforcements are going to be on that side of me, I think. So, yeah, they're going to be right ahead of me. Okay, and they're pretty close, actually. That's not ideal. I didn't want to have to fight in the forest. Not with my cav and mounted units. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. And where are my dudes? They are right behind me. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to dilly-dally too much because, as we know, the reinforcements are none too happy just to rush right on in. Throw caution to the wind. So let's get formed up here and then here. Yep, kind of sucks having my entire mounted force basically have to push through the forest. It's not what I wanted. It is not what I wanted, but we're gonna go in gladiator style, like the opening cinematic, and just charge cavalry and chariot through the forest. Why not? I mean, this isn't that dense, right? Look at it. It's not that bad. This isn't like, you know, northern Europe. The enemy reinforcements are still a ways off, so there's a good chance that we can get ourselves a quality engagement here against this one stack. And my reinforcements, yep, they're right there. So let's bring up my chariot archers here. Desert axes keep pace, and then cav keep pace as well. I'm gonna try to lure these legionary cav into the forest, or these praetorian cav, excuse me. Oh, la-di-da. Oh yeah, heavy onagers. Oh no. I'm actually surprised I'm out of range of their dudes. Their heavy onagers are scary. Yeah, let's try to, oops, don't want to dismiss that group. Let's try to lure these guys into the forest if I can. My reinforcements are starting to intersect with my own army, so it tells me I need to start to pick up the pace here. Yeah, the skirmishing phase does not last too long when you have a reinforcement led by the AI. And my dudes have not picked up a single praetorian cav so far, and that's after numerous volleys, so my god, those are some pretty tough dudes. Did they finally lose a man? Or did I lose a man? Let's bring up my Nile cav to keep pace here. And then, yeah, general hangout here. And chariots move up. Desert axes move up. And then, are my archers in range yet? Looks like some of them might be. Yeah, looks like all of them are actually in range, so they're shooting something. And what's this engagement out here? My AI is just kind of going right in on these reinforcements. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Knock yourselves out, boys. So my guys are going to continue to shoot back here, and then... Alright, so let's countercharge here, and here, and here. Try to mess this up. There we go. And General can throw themselves in as well. And there goes the heavy onagers. I was wondering when they were going to get involved. Alright, let's try to get my chariot archers around the sides and actually get into those heavy onagers. And then, where are my own chariots? Get in here, please. And then desert axes get thrown in to, let's see, urban cohorts? Yeah, sure, why not? Or do I want to assist against those? Yeah, go against those guys. Go against the early legionaries. That's a better matchup, I think. And we're still mobbing those praetorians. Holy shit. Yeah, they're still not taken down. Alright, back to the front. So my allies or my reinforcements are getting routed by their, is it their general character, probably, would be my assumption. And let's just kind of hang tight here. Looks like we're taking a fight. Their urbans are taking on my guys. So let's get back here and try to collapse onto the rear of those urbans. There, and it looks like we are doing a good job on this side. Let's get my Nile Cav. So General gets taken down, and Nile Cav start running the guys down. In fact, let's split up so that we can run these guys down separately and get as many, run down as many of them as we can. You go there, you go there, you go there, and then you go there against the archers, and then they're still fighting on this side, so let's get my chariots. Yeah, run down these guys, and then where are my chariot archers? They're in here as well. Get into those urbans? Yeah, maybe. Break them? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they broke just like that. Nice. And then, there goes the garrison. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get those guys, unfortunately. But if we get rid of this army, in fact, archers, you don't need to keep shooting, and then you guys as well don't need to shoot as well. Alright, so as long as we get rid of these guys, like one army taken care of would be nice, I suppose. That's going to do it. So let's see here. How did we do? Let's see. Casualty sustained. So our general got 64 kills. Pharaoh's Guards 36 and 3. Chariot Archers 34. Pharaoh's Guards 1. Bowmen 42. Desert Axes 36. Chariots 30 and 38. Bowmen 33, 27 and 16. Desert Axes 3 and 5. Nile Cav 48, 31, 24 and 94. And Chariot Archers 92. Chariots 42. So yeah, pretty well balanced and even, all things considered. So yeah, I'm wondering what the outcome of that is, the actual outcome. So yeah, clearly some of them did get away, and most of the original garrison, I presume. So yeah, but the actual army itself got completely wiped because nothing got back to either Syracuse or Messana. So that's what that looks like. Yeah. And this is going to take 10 turns. All right. Do I have a spy? I do. I don't have a spy already in here, do I? No, I don't. What are your chances? 93% chance of getting inside?
Seen but unseen.
And he got killed, god damn it. Seen but unseen my ass. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Oh, there's another spy. Alright, here. 75% chance. So less of a chance. And you got inside. Nice, good job. Good job. So 24% chance of opening the doors for me. Yeah. Epic stone walls. Fucking A. Those are big. Yeah, I might just siege them out.
Besieging settlement, sir.
I might just do that. I can't... Can I recruit heavy onagers here? I could. That's an option. Let's at least start building them, just so that maybe I do that. Yeah, maybe I do that. And then my... Alexander Kasseros, he actually lost a unit, eh? God damn. Alright, what'd you lose? You lost a unit of Pharaoh's Guards? So sloppy. So sloppy. Okay, so you can actually recruit... I thought... Oh, good. It's not this. For some reason, I thought there was some hoplites available. No, that's in Italy. In Italy, there were hoplites available. Okay, so up here, it's fine. You can lay siege to Messana and... And actually, I don't even know what's inside. What's inside Messana? Do we know? A general and an onager, so really not much. Yeah, we can take it next turn once those siege towers are built up. Now let us come over here to Athens, because I want to fight this Sally-Out battle. The outcome of the Sally-Out battle is going to determine how comfortable I feel leaving this peninsula with Nefertiti at Philadelphos. I want to put them on these boats and then just send them right on over to Italy to support there. But we want to see what they have first, because they have those 4 mystery units here in this army. And what are those 4 units? So it's all heavy infantry except for that unit of ballistas, and then the 3 Illyrian mercenaries and the 2 generals. So I can get a couple volleys from the walls with my Pharaoh's bowmen, and then I could actually bring my chariot archers out and do a bit of skirmishing as well. And even though they won't do a lot of damage, possibly, I wonder if I could bait out some units into range of my walls and or archers, so or just kind of bait them out to get swarmed by my cav and my general and my chariots. I don't really want to fight this army head on, really. So, as you can imagine, that army would just destroy mine. But picking off a few units at a time would be desirable, so let's try to manage that. And I don't have a good general either, that's another thing, so I don't want to be too aggressive here. I'm going to press begin battle here, and I'm just going to start right off the bat with getting my chariots outside. And I'll be bringing my melee chariots as well. And my Nubian cav can come out, and my general can come out. Just all my mounted stuff. And I don't think even... Are my guys in range of anything? Okay, so they're able to get some shots off at these guys over here. Alright, yeah, get some shots into their rear. And then let's get my chariot archers out and see if we can do a bit of picking off of some of these guys here. Yeah, this is what I want to do here. Get my chariot archers just behind these legionaries. They're chasing them down. Get my general to chase off those ballista units up there. Nubian Cav can come out and just can't hang out there. And then, yeah, chariot archers just continue to go and continue to shoot at the legionary cav. Go, go, go. Or not the legionary cav, the legionary cohorts. We have done a lot of damage to this one unit of legionary cohorts down here. Yeah, they're down to 30 men or so. And we've done a little bit of damage to those Praetorians. And now they're going to turn about face and hang out here in this corner. And this is where I just want to toy with them, honestly. If I can bring them forward and bait them a little bit, that would be nice. But if not, that's fine too, really. I'll just stand up here and shoot at them with my chariot archers. For now, I'm only getting shots in on these Illyrians, and that's fine too, because I'm getting a lot of damage done on these guys. They're obviously less well armored and armed than the heavy infantry, so my arrows are getting more done against these guys. And this is their only range component. Obviously, the legionaries do have pilum, but yeah, those javelins tossed by the Illyrians do have further range, so getting rid of them also helps for further engagements and allowing my chariot archers to do more work in those future sally outs. I wonder if we're starting to finally get these guys pulled forward. Yeah, looks like we're getting these early legionaries and these Praetorians. I was able to take out an entire unit and a half of those Illyrians. And, oh yeah, if we could pull those Praetorians in range. I brought my archers around this side of the wall. And, oh, that could be so nice to get rid of that entire unit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's try to keep them in range if we can. So we can still give them a reason to come down at us. And we have our chariots right here that could pile on in as well. And we still have a few volleys left with my chariot archers. They've done some pretty good work in this this battle here. Are we in range yet of these guys? No, we're not. Okay. Well, if they're gonna head back, then this is our time to get close and to get shots into their rear. Now we have some early legionaries coming towards us as well, and even though my chariot archers are very nearly out of ammo, one unit is out of ammo, and yeah, they're continuing to come at us. Ooh, man. Well, right now they're in range of my Pharaoh's bowmen. Let's just keep my chariots up here. I don't want to get any friendly fire. And then, yeah, if we could charge on down and get my bowmen off of fire at will for a second, and then we can just wipe out an entire unit of early legionaries with my chariots here. Yeah, that's going to be very sweet. And that's going to do it for this battle. Yeah, let's exit this battle. And Sally has been successful. Yes. I was able to get 300.
Should have tried harder, because this battle has ended in a draw.
Yeah, that's fine. 387 kills for 0 kills on their side. Yeah. That's a solid result, if I may say so myself. And I think let's put these guys on a boat.
Ready to sail, my liege.
Yeah, let's put these guys on a boat and let's start to sail them towards Italy.
Yes, mighty lord. No more moves, sire. Ships ready.
Because I feel like I could use some reinforcements here in case these Julia armies start to march south. Yeah, it makes me a little bit nervous here. And I think, let's see here, I think I need to go for it and try to take Capua in this turn. So this could be a bloody fight, but I think it's worth the attempt. So yeah, 2 Urbans, 1 Praetorian, 2 Legionary Cav. Okay, those are some tough, crunchy units. Let's take them on. Now, I'm reminded that it's not just enough to rush an open gate and take it with mounted troops just because I need to get guys on the walls to stop towers from firing. Yeah, that was something that I just remembered as I was getting set up here. So I got my towers split up. Have a tower here, have a tower there, and I have a tower on the other side. I tried to pick areas where I won't get shot at by enemy towers. Here I am going to get shot. But the other towers have pretty open avenues to the walls, so hopefully that goes okay. And sure enough, they have guys right there, but my dudes should be lighting them up. So they got a Praetorian there that's going to be getting lit up by that tower, which is I'm kind of tempted to move this tower on over. Yeah, so they have troops down there at that gate, and I wonder what they are. But I think that... I'm tempted to move over there. Is there anyone on the ground? There's a unit of Legionary Cav on the ground as well. Yeah, I'm tempted to go after this gate over here. Unless they have... I can't tell... Do they have someone on the walls as well over here? I think it's just the one... Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone. It might just be the one group that's on the ground. So what I can do is I can take the wall here, and I can move over and then take those towers, and maybe that'll cause that unit over there to abandon that gate, and that would provide us with a better opening. So as long as you have ammo, are you out of ammo? Yeah, you're out of ammo, and yeah, he did a lot of damage to those Praetorians. God damn. It's tempting to bring this tower up over here just to shoot at those guys. My Desert Axes are now on the walls, and they're going to be taking this tower shortly, and that has to happen soon because they're taking some pretty heavy casualties from that tower here. And they're going to have to continue to move on here. So is that the Urbans? Yeah, I can't tell from here. Urbans or Praetorians. And so that tower now belongs to us, and these guys just got to keep on trucking. Keep on trucking, take the gate. Unfortunately, I don't think those towers have the angle to shoot at that infantry unit that's right underneath them. However, since those units haven't responded, I am tempted to get my archers. Where are they? They're here. I am tempted to get them on top of the wall and have them possibly shoot down at that unit in the streets. I now have my archers on the walls, and I'm hoping... Can I get some shots on these Urbans here? Potentially into their flanks, where they're less protected. How is that angle? Not sure if that's the angle that we want. Okay, so there's a reaction to it. So at least there is that. Yeah, it would be nice to have them run away from us. Ooh, they got some cav in the alley as well. Yeah, I wonder if I bring my bowmen up here. And if I bring these bowmen on this side. Yeah, if we could shoot down into their rear, that could be very nice for us. No, unfortunately, I don't think they have quite the angle there. Yeah, it's too bad. It's too steep of an angle. They're not going to the edge of the platform to shoot down at these Urbans here, which is, yeah, that's too bad. These guys can keep trying over here on this side. Looks like they might have a better angle, actually. So we'll let them take some pot shots, and yeah, if they move, and that might provide a better angle for some of these guys, and we can try see if we can rush in our Pharaoh's guards while these Urbans are out of position here, and maybe even rush in our chariots as well. Oh, they took one casualty. All right, so they're not immortal. And yeah, these freaking cav, man, those freaking cav. All right, so I mean, luckily we got a lot of archers on the walls, so anything that comes close to us is gonna have a tough time with our walls, or our towers, that is. And yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Yeah, now they're taking fire from the towers and our archers. Like, holy shit, that is a lot of damage. Oh man, they are getting cleaned up. Yeah, let's bring in the Pharaoh's guards like here, and then the chariots will just come up right behind them. Oh, and now they're coming forward again. Yeah, they're coming forward. It's like they feel like the gate has been actually threatened now. They need to come to its defense, and they are just going to get shredded. Oh, that's so shredded. All right, let's make sure that we get our spears down with our Pharaoh's guards. Spears down, lads. Spears down. Get ready to take on these urbans, and they are pretty much decimated. So I'm going to want to keep an eye out for... Let's actually, at this point, let's get my Pharaoh's guards lined up to receive a cav charge, just in case they come at us from the side. I'm not too concerned about those urbans. I can send a unit of chariots up to try to clean them out. What unit? Do I have a unit that's on ahead of the rest? Yeah, you trying to get them, and the other guys just come inside. Don't get in the way. There we go. Pharaoh's bowmen are taken off the fire at will, and now chariots can clean up these urbans. Very nice. Oh, that is so good. Getting rid of a unit like that that's not on the plaza, that feels very, very nice. And, oh man, if we could bait those legionary cav, or hell, if we even just kind of cut them off from getting on the plaza in the first place, both of those results would be very, very clean. Okay, and these legionary cav units are abandoning their post by their gates. Now, I imagine they're going to be just going towards the city plaza. It'd be cool if they charged into my spears, but I kind of doubt they're going to be foolish enough to do that. And it'd be very tempting to kind of just rush them with my... If my chariots were in position, that would be cool to kind of catch them off guard and trap them there. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just march on the plaza. And, oh, the Praetorians, though. Oh, it's not too late for that. Chariots, get up here. Yeah, chariots move on up, and then chariots move on up. And if anything, I wonder if that might bait the legionary cav into an engagement that they don't really want to take. Maybe not. Looks like they're going to be smartly moving away. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? What's this? Oh, shit. Okay, wait a minute, okay, let's get in here. We got chariots and spears, and it's kind of messy, but, looks like we might be able to kill a legionary cav here. Definitely not that clean, but, there he goes. Oh, man. Oh, all right. There we go. Now let's try to take on these Praetorians. Yeah, let's take on those Praetorians, and then you guys can get back as well. And then just clean them up. Yeah, it looks like only one guy got away from that whole unit of legionary cav. Oh, nice. Man, so far, this siege battle could not have gone any better. Just a quick note before I continue on with this battle here. I'm just having a little bit of issues with my audio, and it's not going to be recording the game sounds for the rest of this battle until I have to basically get out of this game and then restart my OBS recording to fix my audio. I've been having issues with my my microphone is on the fritz. Yeah, it's on its way out. And when I tap the aux cord, like accidentally, it's at that point where like the aux is just, it's like fine. It's like really fine right now, like where you just tap it the wrong way and it just messes things up. So, and for some reason that makes it so that my computer doesn't like recognize the hardware. I think that's what's happening, is that when I basically have to turn my mic back on after I tap the aux cord back into position, it turns into a situation where, yeah, OBS is like, what's this? I'm in the middle of something. Why are you adding a new, recording thing? And it's like, no, it's been there the whole time, man. Just chill. But yeah, so no game sound for the rest of this battle at the very least. And I don't know. Yeah, we'll see about the rest of this episode. I might be at the end of this episode anyway. But I might have to. Yeah, I might have to stop this recording to get that going. Yeah, basically a content creator's worst nightmare is having, hardware issues. It is so frustrating. And it's at the point where it's like, oh, fuck, do I have to buy a new mic? Like it works sometimes. Oh yeah, I should probably get these guys back on fire at will. That'll get them shooting, obviously. And yeah, Legionary Cav, they might come here. Oh, maybe I should go on here as well. And yeah, looks like they're coming this way. So hopefully I can get them here. And then axes, you guys come up here, and then here, and then here. And General comes up as well. And how are we doing? So yeah, spears locked together fighting Cav. That should go well for us, although they're kind of getting around just a little bit here. But yeah, they took a lot of damage. Urbans are coming in. Yeah, Urbans have 75 guys left, so that's pretty tough. And then General chill, dude. You don't need to go too crazy here. And now we have the Desert Axes. Just kind of form ranks, guys. Don't need to charge into this stuff. Just let the archers do most of the work. And then, yeah, you guys just kind of chill back here. And then Urbans want to go on in. Desert Axes can charge on into the flanks of these Urbans. Yeah, just let the spears keep these guys at bay. And then you give them a little bit of a flank attack like that. Urbans are down to 64 men. Legionary Cav are down to 18, and they are taking massive hits from those archers. My goodness. So this battle is almost over here. We just have to break these units, which I know can be a tall order. Let's get these Desert Axes on this side. They can try to pile on in as well, try to protect my unit's flanks, make it so that my Pharaoh's guards do not break. General can blow his horn, see if that does anything. And yeah, this is going to be a grindy one, but we're going to be taking Capua. And there we go. I wonder if that morale hit's going to affect the Urbans. No, it does not. All right. Those tough bastards. 51 men. They're not taking that many casualties either. Jesus. They're fighting pretty goddamn hard. The Legionary Cav comes in for another charge, and just like that, they're already breaking. They are down just to a few men, and it looks like they're going to be breaking through my lines. Interesting move. Maybe I can get my general to chase down those units. And the Urbans, man, the freaking Urbans. I'll send in another unit of Desert Axes, and they can just go right up the gut here and attack through my spears. And yeah, 36 men. They're basically fighting what? One Urban's fighting 6 units. That's just insane. It says they're wavering. There they go. There's it. There it is. Perfect. Nice. All right. Yeah, not bad. So Capua now does belong to us. Yes, this is the Scipii capital. That's awesome. And what was that? Large stone walls, I think. Let's exterminate for 24,000. 26,000 people to be massacred. And is it the... Let's remind myself. Yeah, epic stone walls. Yeah, good luck, Julii or Senate or whoever. Whoever wants to attack me here. Good freaking luck. Yeah, let's go ahead and retrain my entire army. That's good there. And then... And perfect. That's just what they want to see built up. An execution square. Reduce that corruption by a little bit. Yeah. A welcome sight to the Roman eyes is an execution square. And yeah, that's not bad. Now, sure, it would be nice to take more than one settlement in this episode, but really, I mean, this is a pretty good position to be in. These 2 settlements can fall next turn without too much difficulty. That'll be a bit of a scrap, I suppose, but honestly, like, compared to the battle that I just fought, I think this one should go okay. Epic Stone Walls again, which is tough, but this garrison's not as tough as the one I just fought, despite the fact that it does have an archer unit, which is kind of tricky. But a 14-man bodyguard unit isn't that bad. And then this army as well. Oh, no, that's not an army. That's just that really good general that I wanted to bring over. Yeah, I don't know where I want you really. But, oh, actually, yeah, you could replace him. He's not that good. So there, you could do that, but I don't think you're going to be getting there in time. Actually, yeah, you can lead the attack in Masana. Even though it's not going to require a great general, still, we can just do that. And that's going to be fine. And then this, where's the other? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that's going to be arriving in Italy next turn. And I suppose that would be enough. This army, along with this army, marching on Rome. I wonder if we're going to have to fight off any Julii. But 2 armies should be able to get it done. My goodness. Oh man, I don't want to call it too soon, but I wonder if last episode or the next episode will be the last episode of this campaign. But well, it's probably time constraints. I think this lines up perfectly. I was going to say due to audio issues, but honestly, this is probably a good time to call this episode anyway. So until next time, before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Concept playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.